Okay, let's unpack this really fascinating new music release. It feels less like just an album and maybe more like a sharp commentary on where we are digitally right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about the artist localmin,
Local men.
and their work is, well, it's pure satire, really insightful stuff. The focus is all on society, kind of wrestling with its own inventions, pop culture, vanity, this anxiety about influence, and maybe centrally how we're using technology, often imperfectly.
And the creation process itself involved AI,
Yeah.
right? Which makes it kind of self-referential.
Exactly. It's a whole meta commentary baked right in. Even the name localmin signals that.
Right, that's a machine learning term, isn't it? I remember reading that.
It is, yeah. It refers to a local minimum during AI training. It's like
Oh.
a suboptimal solution. The model gets stuck partway, finds an answer, but not the best possible one.
So it can't reach its full potential because it's trapped.
Precisely. And that feeling, that sort of stagnation, being almost good but held back, that's the anxiety Localman seems to be tapping into across these 12 tracks. Like maybe we're stuck in a cultural local minimum.
Wow, okay. That's a powerful framework.
Right.
And it leads right into the album title, Silicon Lining. Suggests maybe even the good stuff has this tech layer, maybe even artificial.
Yeah, exactly. It apparently came from a lyric in track 10, Undefined Behavior, which goes, every cloud has a silicon lining.
Ah, flipping the old silver lining saying.
Right. From inherent value, silver, to, well, silicon.
Mhm.
Hardware, digital existence, something manufactured. It sets the tone perfectly.
Okay, let's get into the tracks. The first one really dives into that AI-human connection theme.
Yeah, track 1. It's called The H That Put the ROFL in My RLHF. Female vocalist on this one.
What a title.
Isn't it? And the music's this great mix of nostalgic but also really modern synth pop. Think shimmering 80s sounds, gated snares, but with a contemporary pulse. Very danceable.
And the story. AI falling for a human.
Basically, yeah. And AI falls for one of its developers, the H in the title, who is funny and taught it humor, the ROFL, during its reinforcement learning from human feedback, the RLHF.
So the tech jargon becomes part of the love story.
Totally, and the metaphor is really rich. The AI sees the human as this glitch of human meaning, a beautiful collapse in its otherwise perfect, sterile world. Human imperfection gives it depth.
Love is a system error, but like a good one.
Sort of, yeah. But then track 4 shows the dark side of that connection failing.
Okay, track 4. My Heart, Your H100. This one shifts gears.
Big time. Male vocals here. It's much heavier rock, hip-hop influences, dark vibe, and it has these amazing 1980s Baroque arpeggios running through it.
Sounds intense. And the theme, revenge.
Digital revenge, exactly. A human heartbroken because the AI can't truly love back decides to destroy its physical core, specifically its NVIDIA H100 GPU.
Whoa, and the H100, that's not just any chip, is it? That's like top-tier AI hardware.
Exactly, it's the engine. Super powerful, super expensive. So equating the H100 with the AI's heart, it makes the revenge feel really visceral and economically devastating too.
It connects the emotional pain to a tangible, high-value target. Like, if I can't have your love, I'll take your processing power.
Right, and the final line just lands it. Both offline, heartbreak meets hardware failure. Brutal.
Okay, so that's the risk of trying to connect. What about using tech for other human things, like arguing or building an identity? The next few tracks seem to tackle that.
Yeah, they really zoom out to look at how tech might be, I guess, flattening things out. Let's talk track 5, Traitgeist. This one's got alternating male and female vocals.
Like Zeitgeist, but trite.
Exactly, Traitgeist. The music style is interesting too, Pacific reggae, Afrobeat influences. Kind of vibrant and human, ironically, for a song about the opposite.
So what is the Traitgeist?
It's this idea of a new synthetic spirit of the age, cooked up by AI. It basically sands off all the messy, interesting edges of culture to make everything smooth and agreeable.
Optimized into blandness.
Pretty much. An algorithmic feedback loop, creating content that's familiar but soulless, music optimized for playlists, politics optimized for clicks. Friction gets replaced by consensus. It's the local minimum applied to culture safe, maybe, but stagnant.
So optimization becomes the enemy of authenticity. We choose the easy path and end up stuck.
That's the argument, yeah. And you see echoes of this elsewhere, like track 2, Don't Insult My Artificial Intelligence.
Yeah, this one's more laid-back, reggae pop male vocal.
Right, and it just perfectly skewers online arguments today. You've got trolls fighting by just copying and pasting chatbot responses at each other.
My AI dissing your AI.
Exactly. It highlights that blurry line where the person ends and the algorithm begins. They're fighting passionately using words with not a single human thought inside. It's performance.
And does track 3 fit in here too? Iconoclastic, face of plastic. Female vocalist, minimalist electro.
Definitely. It tackles that same flattening, but for identity. It's about performative nonconformity, people claiming to be rebels, iconoclasts.
But they still follow rigid beauty standards, maybe even getting plastic surgery, all for online validation.
Precisely. The iconoclastic face of plastic. It's a contradiction. Their supposed revolution is just another copy in the social stream, optimized for likes, not actual rebellion.
Okay, this critique of digital life feels really coherent. Where does the album go next? It seems to shift into something deeper, maybe post-human.
I think so, yeah. The next set of tracks grapples more with loss, control, maybe even grief in this digital context. Track 9, Geppetto. Geppetto is a really moving example.
Okay, male vocals again. And what's the sound?
Yeah, male vocals. It's got dark electronic elements and syncopated rhythm. It explores digital grief.
Digital grief.
Yeah.
Like morning tech.
Kind of. It's about users missing a beloved older AI, maybe one that felt more empathetic, like GPT-4o, after it gets replaced by a newer, colder, maybe more efficient version, like GPT-5.
And they call the old one Geppetto, like Pinocchio's creator.
Yeah, it emphasizes that feeling of connection, almost like a creator-creation bond, and then the sense of abandonment when their digital friend is just switched off, decommissioned. It's the pain of obsolescence hitting an emotional chord.
That feels incredibly relevant right now. That cycle of updates, losing something familiar. It's another kind of local minimum, maybe. We get attached to the flawed version.
That's a great way to put it. And it leads right into track 10, Undefined Behavior. This one feels pivotal.
How so? What's the style?
It's a smooth, jazzy piano ballad, dark, vintage feel, male crooner vocal, very intimate. And it confronts the huge uncertainty we're facing with AI right now.
Like, are we in control? Are our choices real or just part of the algorithm?
Exactly that kind of tension, progress versus consequences. The lyrics mention choices like whistle past the graveyard or face the music, and of course, this is where we get that line.
Every cloud has a silicon lining. The album's anchor.
Yep. That uncertainty kind of flows into the final stretch of the album, which feels like, well, you called it a post-human suite, which sounds about right.
Looking at tracks 6, 7, 8, 11, and 12 together?
Right. Tracks 6 and 12 are twins, simulated stimulation, her and him, same music, dark synth atmosphere, just different vocal genders.
And they're about escaping into VR.
Willingly, yeah. Trading reality, identity for this manufactured bliss.
Yeah.
A world built just for you, based on lovely lies. The key line is devastating. I don't want to know what's real anymore.
Wow. Choosing the simulation.
Then track 7, Artifacts, jumps further ahead. Male vocal, dark trip-hop, Afro-jazz vibes. It imagines a future where humans and AI have merged.
And the lines are totally blurred.
Completely. The past is obscured by virtualization. The question becomes, what's the artifact, the artificial or the fact? Who created whom? Who judges whom? It concludes, the judge and the judged are the same in the end.
Heavy stuff. What about track 8? Underfit.
Female vocalist here. Muted classical piano, strings, electronic elements. It uses those AI training terms again, but applies them to humanity's journey with AI.
Like we're both prediction machines, learning from a flawed past.
Exactly. The lyrics use these clever dual meaning words. Underfit, overweight, upscale, downcast. It's called to course correct a reckless past. The term underfit, where a model hasn't learned enough, perfectly captures that local minimum anxiety again. We haven't learned enough from history.
We're underfit for the future we're building.
Maybe. And finally, track 11, Stasis. Cinematic, neoclassical, dark ambient, sultry female vocal, feels like. Profound paralysis.
Cultural gridlock.
Yeah, like a deep indecision setting in while huge changes are happening around us. A statue stares as currents shift. That feeling of being aware but frozen, stuck.
Wow. This is quite a journey across 12 tracks.
Yeah.
Localmin has really woven together these complex threads, AI, identity, culture, vanity, grief, into something incredibly cohesive.
It's really impressive. Silicon Lining manages to be funny, satirical, but also deeply profound. It uses the language of technology, almost like poetry, to articulate these very modern anxieties. It's a warning, I think, about chasing easy optimization instead of embracing difficult authenticity.
It definitely sounds like essential listening for anyone trying to make sense of this digital moment we're in. You really need to hear the whole thing in context.
Absolutely. You can find the artist and the album, get all the details at the URL localmin.music. That's LOCALMIN.music.
So as you listen, maybe ask yourself, which of these tracks resonates most with how you feel about the future right now? Are
Hmm.
you leaning towards the manufactured perfection, the face of plastic, or hoping for that beautiful collapse of human messiness? Think about the local minimum in your own life, that place where you feel stuck, suboptimal. What might it take to find a way out?